Hi, look, this is the PenPal group. We are doing the presentation now. Look at.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, meet PenPal. Sorry, this isn't PenPal.
This is PenPal. I'm Candice and Isdale.
That's right, and PenPal is basically the mascot for our movement, the Real Social Network. See, the purpose of the movement is to basically explore our reliance on social media like Facebook and to find out how it has caused us to sort of lose that aspect of real face-to-face communication.
So why are we doing this? Now, we have basically almost used so much Facebook that it's being replaced by our authentic communication, and we just want to show you that social media and traditional means can in fact complement one another.
That's right. Now, see, people on Facebook make friends through a mutual friend. And so imagine integrating that concept into a real-life scenario. So we started the movement by basically telling all our friends about the movement. And then they continue by introducing two people together, with them being the mutual friend. So the network grew, branched out, and it just ended up looking like that. And at the end of the movement, what happened was we threw a social gathering, an event, to basically unite the tribe.
And how is this a tribe? So if you're on a bus and you take the public transport, they can be part of a tribe, conscious or not. So we want to target Facebook users, and we found a common trait that yes, people use Facebook so much, but they only feel that it's useful to a certain extent, and they still want to bring back face-to-face social interaction. So this brings us to our movement. Now, Jenkins talks about convergence culture and how old and new media collide. So we are using new platforms, new social platforms like Facebook, and we want to show you how that is important in our culture today.
And so with the new media, it actually promotes our event first. And more importantly, what we're trying to do with our approach is that, let's say for instance, you want to find out how reliant I am on my mobile phone. So you take my phone away from me, maybe for a day or so, and then you observe how I respond. And that's how our approach is different. We're trying to remove aspects of convergence and social networking. So that includes our Facebook, our iPhone, our Twitter. And then what happens next? Well, that's supposed to tell us how reliant we are on convergence and how big a role it plays in our lifestyle today.
Now, we didn't say this was going to be easy. There were tons of challenges. And what happened is that as the network grew, we were supposed to get feedback after they met these new people. So that would mean that we would have to track each and every one of these individuals, get them to write something about the new people they met, and basically provide the feedback. So that would be really, really tough. But to counter that, we decided to come up with a tribe wall, mimicking the Facebook wall. So we put this up at the end of our final party, and they were able to share all their thoughts on the movement at the end of the party.
But what about execution, actually putting the network together? You see, at first, we wanted to just get two people to meet, with us being the mutual friend, and then they're supposed to pass it on. It's sort of like a pay-it-forward kind of thing. But what happens when people aren't as motivated to participate as we think? So to counter this, what we did was that we spammed all our friends, we got them all excited about the movement, and then we observed how some branches would grow and some branches wouldn't.
So what happens now that we've told all our friends? We have to take it beyond our circle of friends. So we took to the streets,
Bowen Street.
and we promoted the Real Social Network.
Those are the photos right there. But at the end of the movement, what we did was that we put together that event, that social gathering, to interlink the network, to bring that tribe together. Everyone got together to mingle. And the funny part was that in the beginning, we were all using face-to-face interaction, but we sort of resorted to our old ways at the end. People were still saying things like, hey, add me on Facebook. Yeah. So what does that tell us about convergence? Basically, old and new media are not at war.
In fact, they work hand in hand, they complement one another, and there is a perfect balance.
And so since you guys, like some of you weren't able to be invited, or not be invited, but more like be present at the social gathering, right? We managed to put together a little sneak preview of what went down. So check it out. We're about to go into, the Real Social Network PenPal final party.
That's right, it's our rap party. The movement is finally done. Are you ready?
Right, let's go in and we'll check it out.
Okay, let's go.